This is a doghouse.
I'm pro animals. All animals are equal.
Animals are great, but my dogs would go nuts if we had.
Except for bugs.
Oh, bugs are awful.
Yeah, they're just.
And horses. Horses are evil.
What'd you
Why are horses? Oh, giraffes. Tall horses.
Yeah.
What'd you write?
Or are
Out
horses
bag.
small giraffes? They're all animals.
Giraffes are scary, man.
We now have some.
Okay, we have
Yay!
Okay.
I'm glad you guys did not hear my sneezing.
All right, we apologize for the technical difficulty that took up the first few minutes. So we offer this apology. Who can be the most sincere?
I'm sorry! It was probably my fault. I'm probably the one that turned the sound off while Lyle wasn't looking. It was probably me.
I don't know.
Did you do
What
it?
else you been?
The Flash.
It was. I have no idea.
All right, so we're gonna go back and talk about Ghost Rider because that discussion was awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about Ghost Rider.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So
Now, is he still using the bike, or did they move him to the car?
they moved him to the car. They moved him to the car.
Isn't that just Knight
I
Rider?
can edit it.
You can.
Not really. Because this is like strictly like a muscle vehicle. So in this, I just absolutely love the way that they're like just portraying him. Like he's there, but he's not there. And his whole entire problem with Sky is the idea that she's all up in his business. She thinks he's an inhuman.
But he's not, as
He's
you.
not an inhuman. He's strictly made a deal with the devil. And so she doesn't believe that because they don't believe in the supernatural. Everything is explained by science. Even in the contest of champions, Marvel's contest of champions, they have science trumping the mystic abilities, and I have a huge problem with that.
So he's picking up where Nick Cage left off.
No, because he's actually doing a good job.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's not a victim of bad directing, just bad story
acting.
writing, bad acting, that too. And I just love the way that how he loves his loner persona. He has family that he wants to protect, but he does this thing where actually that really gained my respect when he just pretty much looks at a picture, looks at them really closely, like his jaw moves. He's on fire. He just walks out of the building after killing somebody, and the whole entire building's about to blow up, and he just walks out. And what's called? They're trying to save. Everybody's trying to save the building before it blows up, and he just walks out. In other words, if it blew up, I'm still gonna live, so I'm not even concerned about your lives. He's just.
You guys do not matter to me.
Yeah, he's just hardcore.
I am Ghost Rider.
Yeah, he's just hardcore. I like the guy.
They're way more hardcore than I made it sound just now. Because
I think they should just take away Agent Shield, get rid of all the inhuman stuff, and just go into Ghost Rider.
make him a spin-off TV series.
Yeah. No, let him take over the show.
Is Phil Coulson still around? Because I haven't watched the show.
He is around, and he still has they showed more of his quirky personality.
I liked Agent Coulson.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I liked him.
Wait till the other Avengers find out he's still alive.
They-
We've been waiting for years.
Have any of the Avengers found out he's still alive?
No.
That will, I think, make them mad.
I think
Probably especially Cap.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Because, I mean, they bloodied up his vintage cards.
Yeah.
Vintage cards with my face on it.
And then the crazy thing is they have a new director of the new Shield. And he's. I'm not gonna ruin it for you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just
Go
go ahead.
Go ahead, ruin it.
Okay, but it was just it's still young. It's still in his youth. Okay, all right, I'll ruin it. He's an Inhuman.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's God? We find this out when one of the agents goes crazy. I think her name's May. Agent May. I think.
I remember Agent May.
Yeah.
So
And
she went crazy?
Yeah, she because of there was some ghosts and some paranormal stuff going on, and and she was touched by the ghost. If you're touched by a ghost,
That
you
sounds
pretty much
inappropriate.
see
That actually sounds like a Patrick Swayze movie.
Touched by a ghost.
You see the person's true nature, pretty much. And so what happened was she started fighting. She like whips a whole entire room of agents, but
She's a super
they're
fighter.
young-led agents. They're not really important. She even whips Coulson. In this room.
Yeah, Coulson needs a good whooping every once in a while, though.
Yeah.
He's a good butt whooping.
My favorite thing with Coulson is a special feature on one of the DVDs.
Yeah.
Where it's like something happened on the way to Thor's hammer, I think is the title of it, and it's at one point he leaves Iron Man to go and take care of the Thor hammer situation, and he stops for gas, and he's trying to decide between a thing of powdered donuts and the like waxy chocolate covered ones, and he's kind of crouched down, and these guys come in to rob the store, and he does this whole like parkour thing through the aisles, and he kicks their butt, and he's like, you know what? I couldn't decide. I'll just take both of them. And the chick behind the counter is like, and then he's like, just call the cops. Just say that you took a really good kickboxing class. And then he walks off.
All right, just so you guys know, we have some visitors here who has joined us. Tim and Rachel are watching us live right now. They're
Hi,
people
Tim
who
and
helped
Rachel.
with Land of Nerds in the
Hi,
past.
Tim and Rachel. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
Bonnie is here right now. She's
Bonnie,
actually at the hospital right now. She's prepping for surgery.
Bonnie,
Hopefully
our
she
former
watches
makeup artist,
us
right?
For a second. Yes.
Hi, Bonnie.
Get better. Everything should go well. You'll have an awesome scar.
Daniel is here. Daniel Hawk.
Daniel! Cool. We've
Daniel,
got
He'd
what's up,
love
homie?
to watch us too.
I'm
So
Daniel Hawk. You don't know who I am, but I'm just Jay.
it's just Jay, and this is Wolfsinger, who y'all may have missed earlier. Her birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday.
Yay!
All this mystical stuff, like we said, sounds like it's setting up for Doctor Strange, Ragnarok.
Yeah, it's getting you ready for. It's pretty much getting you ready to get your mind blown and freaky stuff's about to happen.
Marvel, it's what Phase 2 Marvel, I think they're calling it, is all about the magic. It seems.
Yeah, they even because prepping, especially you have to get ready when you're mixing. You're taking Thanos, and you're taking everything that's happening in the cosmic realm. So they cover cosmic, they cover like the soldier and skill things. Their Inhumans are supposed to be, I guess, like cover for mutants. Then you have such as like the science heroes, such as like Spider-Man and so forth. Even Spider-Man gets freaky, guys.
Now I have the Spider-Man song from Kimmy Schmidt stuck in my head.
He knows no bounds. His world's no bounds. Kind of like her drawing skills. and so
I don't think they can see it very clearly from there. You may have to walk it a little closer, Wolfsinger.
So now, like Thor was like kind of like along, I guess, the cosmic realms.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really touch into like mysticism because they explained everything with science. But now with Doctor Strange and Ghost Rider, and they're going into like a lot of their lesser known characters. Hopefully we see Guillotine.
I don't know that one, but
yeah, she's kind of like the Katana of the Marvel Universe.
it sounds like a character
She, like,
that likes
takes your
chopping heads
soul.
off, and I'm interested.
She takes
Daniel
your
said
soul,
your pick's cool.
and
Thank you.
her sword's bigger than Katana's. It's a guillotine. So and
Wow.
yeah,
Her sword is bigger. There is nothing we can infer from that one, Marvel.
and she's pretty sick. I think you guys would like her, even though she's a minor, lesser character.
Hopefully they'll introduce her then.
And sometimes those are the more interesting ones.
Yeah.
Because we know all of the permutations of these other characters.
Right.
And
Should we go on to InkMaster?
yay.
Yeah, since we've brought up Melly's wonderful line art here.
Hey, don't worry, guys. We'll get back tomorrow.
We'll go back to Marvel.
Melly's wonderful art that would make an amazing free tattoo.
Yeah, free.
Free
Amazing
tattoo.
free tattoo.
Hey, Hey, still better than some of the tattoos we have seen on InkMasters.
The freaking kid.
Oh, God, no.
Okay, this
No.
season,
It's not plural. It's singular.
InkMaster. It's plural if you look over all the seasons.
And I meant all the seasons, though.
Okay. This season, they put one of the main judges against the other one, and they're whittling down like the teams, right?
Uh-huh.
So first episode, they picked their teams. Second episode, they like pitted the two teams against each other, and then the losing team lost a person. The third episode, the team that had a bye the week before of losing lost a person.
They're each losing a person.
And then basically going back and forth losing people all the time is what it seems to be. Well, most recent episode we saw, they're having to draw peacocks. Every single one of these people had these crazy demands for what they wanted for their peacocks. Peacocks are bright.
This was the weirdest
Colorful.
series of requests. They all wanted them. I want it on my ribs, but I want it to extend all the way to my thigh, and I want it to be a 6-hour tattoo.
No, you only get the NBC symbol.
That's what I said.
Yeah, if you want it to go that far, you are getting the NBC symbol.
I want a full body peacock to go from here all the way down to stretch around my thigh, and I want the full color feathers, and I want it to have some steampunk gears, and I want it to be looking over its shoulder like this.
And I want it to have flame
Yeah, I want
phoenix
it,
colors.
I want it only Phoenix
Harry
colors.
Potter?
Yeah, I want it only in flame colors.
One of the women said, I want it in orange, red, and yellow. And the dude looks right at her and goes,
That's
"That's
a phoenix.
Phoenix. That's not a peacock. I need to do a peacock." She's like, "Well, that's fine, but I want it in autumn colors." And I'm thinking,
Yeah.
it's
Well, in this particular challenge, it was all the members of a single team against each other. And the one who won the earlier challenge got to be the one to pass out the elimination challenge.
Oh.
So he took his skull. Before he made his skull pick, he went to people on the other team. He's like, "How should I handle this?" The other people on the other teams realize these are your team members. Don't hose them over. Because you got to work side by side with these people for the rest of the competition.
Yeah, it is too early in the season to pull out the big guns.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is
Play nice.
Yeah, this is the play nice part of this season.
Let us whittle out your competition. Play nice. And what did he do? He gave the two hardest tattoos to the only two females on the team. The rib cage, full body bird, down the leg.
Ribcage, worst place ever to get a
The
tattoo.
two
Have
rib
you
cage.
got a rib cage?
No, and if the answer to the question is no.
Okay.
The
There
next
were only
question.
two rib cage tattoos. They both wanted full body peacocks. They both wanted it stretching down onto their leg, and they were both given to
Ryan wants to
female
know where Minion
tattoo
is.
artists. Both of them. And the girls were like, "We know he's just trying." And after all this was said and done, the girls on both teams got together like, "Yeah, we can't let this happen." Yeah, no, it's like the girls are forming a sub-alliance on this.
The
Between
girls
two
from
teams.
both teams have formed this alliance.
Yes,
Or they are cross.
This is like four.
Do I get to draw?
they're crossing arms.
They're
I
like,
tried to stop it the first time.
there's never been a female artist to win InkMaster. There's been a couple to come close, but there's never been one to win.
The one girl, short, black hair.
The one with the
It looks unkempt.
No, the other one that's on the same team. Long
I
story
know what you're
short,
talking about.
that team though, both those women are very, very whiny. The other two on the other team
The
are
one with
strong.
that has like the
strong
long
women.
black,
Yeah.
long gray hair.
Exactly.
Is she on the whining team or the not whining team?
The not whiny team. She's a very strong artist and
Ryan
very
Ashley.
strong woman.
I like
yes,
Ryan.
Ryan. Yeah,
I like
Ryan.
Ryan.
Ryan is a very strong woman. I love her. She's great. Beautiful tattoo artist.
I mean, she's a black and gray artist, and usually I prefer the color tattoo looks, but beautiful tattoos that she does.
I came straight from practice to hear Ryan. Sorry I didn't change.
He's your
Oh,
buddy.
now you're-
So Michael Fett is now watching us, and he has said that Tattoo Baby. Don't forget that Tattoo Baby was one of the finalists in 2 of the InkMaster
Yes.
seasons.
Like I said, there have been women that have come close, but
But
never
never
have
actually
won.
won.
Yep.
And I would like to state we are all sorry that David did not change between school and now.
I have to sit next to him.
I can smell him from here.
He's got tuba stink.
Interesting.
You know, like
Now they're gonna be using that for next time.
Is that his
It's like
rap name?
Hoobastank the band, but
Yeah.
not as good.
The atmosphere in here right now is like China.
China?
Exactly.
Full?
Yeah, the must.
I'm pretty sure
Somebody give me a mask, please.
No, okay, so Chris is one of the guys in our section.
we have a
He
Darth
decided to
Vader
wear a
mask
giant
over there.
furry outfit while marching, so I'm pretty sure he would be worth
Oh my god, I'm getting it now. That's not good. You need to take a bathroom shower.
a bathroom shower.
What do you call that? What's the term for it?
Bar bath.
Huh? Yeah.
Wait, was this thing like where the wild things are?
Yes. He wore the full-on furry
Oh,
marching beast
man.
while marching. I'm pretty sure I'm not as bad as he was.
Yeah, speaking of which, this is banned book week, and that was a banned book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see why that book was freaking weird.
I forgot why it was banned.
It was because it was too dark,
It's kind
and,
of dark.
and it challenged people's beliefs.
And
didn't like
it
the
also told kids to run away from home at night.
Oh.
I didn't like the movie. I really didn't.
Well, no, you took a book with
Oh,
very few words.
Like 20 pages and very few words and try to make it an hour and a half movie.
all my deep friends, like deep thinking, like those poetic type people, friends of mine, they people that lay on sidewalks during First Friday, loved the movie. It was a revolution for them. It's yeah.
Oh, your hipster friends?
The music and
The
the
hipsters.
They lay on the sidewalks.
yes, they lay on the sidewalk. And I said, why? She's like, oh, it's because. I'm
Your
like, oh.
hipster friends?
Alright, so do we want to move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on to something even more trippy than where the wild things are.
Son of Zorn.
Son of Zorn.
Now, Just Jay has not seen Son of Zorn yet. Any of it.
I've seen part of an episode, and it was enough to go, what the hell am I watching?
If He-Man came to the real world,
It's,
or more
yes,
like
kind
Conan.
of He-Man.
More Conan-y. It really
Yeah.
is.
Is this the
than
thing
He-Man.
where it's like the cartoon and the...
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I saw the commercial. I haven't seen the show. Though.
Kind of funny. Basically, he's this jerk father who lives in a cartoon world, and his ex-wife and his kid live in Los Angeles,
Yeah.
and they're
What was his wife on?
I don't remember what else.
That he still shows up as a
Vacation? I don't know.
Vacation. Okay, he's a cartoon. Okay,
cartoon. Okay.
basically at the beginning of the episode, he's like, "Oh, my son's 17th birthday. I'm gonna go say happy birthday to my kid, who I haven't seen in like 10 years
That's how it opened.
or
3.
3 years."
Yeah.
I was paying attention.
Well, 3 years. I just didn't remember.
Yeah, and then like the creepiest part of the episode is where the mom is talking to the son, and it's just like, honey, you're nothing like him. And then it pulls back to show him in shorts, and he has cartoon legs.
Oh yeah, the son has cartoon legs.
Because he's half his dad and half his mom.
But apparently the half of his dad is the bottom half.
Who approved this?
No, what I found is the worst part of it is it's hard for me to take it seriously because the
Well, it is
acting
comedy.
between the cartoon characters and the real life characters and their interactions are so forced. Like especially between the mother and Zorn,
I guess
and they're talking.
in
And
the,
it's like they're not even in the same room, and she's just
They
kind
aren't.
of. I know, but you need to have that illusion. Like Roger Rabbit had that illusion. There's no illusion.
Yeah.
It's just
I'm not sure
line,
if this-
line,
if it
line.
was the second or third episode, but the final episode we saw, or that's up on Hulu, is about Zorn trying to help his kid hook up with a girl.
What?
That
His-
means get a girl.
Oh
Get a
no,
girl.
I sucked at the story.
You
Why?
know,
Why?
like the
Why?
cheerleader type who's really pretty.
Yeah,
Wow.
so he
But you
uses
don't
this
smile
mystical
around?
amulet he found years ago, hooks it up to his sword, and spies on the girl, and gives his son dating advice. She likes Ferris
Elven, waifish,
Bueller.
Asian maiden.
Yeah, the elfin,
Elfish,
waifish,
waifish,
Asian maiden. That's what he calls her. And he has a job like selling stuff.
Toilet.
Yeah, bathroom hand soap dispensers.
No.
That's the job he takes in LA so he can afford an apartment so he can try to connect to his son so he doesn't lose his
He
son.
sells bathroom soap pumps.
Yes!
Wow, that's horrible.
Oh my God, the Fett just said the brilliant thing. Son of Zorn, yeah, I know, give that look. Son of Zorn is Conan meets Al Bundy.
Totally. For once, the Fett is on par. I kind of want to keep watching to see how bad it'll get. Because it is awesomely awful.
Yep.
It's awful. And I also want to see how long we can watch it until Mellie's eyes twitch and say, enough foul beasts.
Thing is, the funny thing is, I'm sitting on the couch near her and just tapping out.
Are you already tapping out?
Yeah, that's when we were sitting there. I was just like,
I didn't realize that's what you were doing. I thought you were just like...
We thought you just had a weird twitch.
Change the channel.
Melanie
change the
has
channel.
odd taste in films and has made us watch some of the craziest stuff known to man.
Please do give us the
We share.
Strange Frame.
I picked it up because I
Yuki
looked
in
at.
Wonderland.
That was Drees.
Rubber?
Doesn't matter.
Did you watch that?
I've not watched Rubber.
Yeah, I've watched.
Did you know what it is?
I've
Yeah.
watched Rubber.
Well, that's because Jack has told us.
Killer tired.
With, I must say, my favorite bad movie is Tank Girl because it's iced tea in a kangaroo suit.
What about Sharknado?
Oh my God, it's Chris from practice.
Me and my friend, we sat there and just laughed the whole entire time.
Yeah.
It was meant to be bad.
Yeah, but you
Every
have
time
to have
she
that
suggests
cast.
a movie, every time she suggests a movie, it ends up being
Not all of them.
every time she
I
suggests a
wanna
movie
hold
older than 5
I
years
want to
old.
hold your hand.
I'll hold your hand more.
Okay, thank
Black
You
belt.
will be over there fighting.
You already have a black.
That's a
Don't
And
ruin
people
my new
who are like
black.
5 years old is like.
That black's straight out anyway.
Don't ruin my new black on that.
And usually I
That is
like
fine.
older films, but she'll be like, and they're bad in that funny, cheesy way, but still.
Hey, I still think I need to bring over Earth Girls Are Easy.
Oh my God.
That film is horrible.
No. When I show
Awesome.
people Earth Girls Are Easy, I skip the opening credits. So they spend the first half of the movie going,
Who are these people?
and then there's the shaving scene, and everyone's like,
Shaving.
why?
Yep.
What are
That's
they,
yours.
What are they
Okay,
shaving?
can you give me one of those glasses,
What are they
please?
shaving?
Glasses?
If you don't know,
little
you
white
haven't
rags
figured
for
it out.
glasses.
Oh, yeah. Oh, where's it at?
Right in front of you.
Okay.
There's, see the little green glasses
They do some
case?
shaving.
Oh,
Yeah.
Some shaving, huh?
Oh, Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually like that.
We all.
I thought it was funny.
My sister once gave me a copy of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes because I used to joke that was what she was going to give everybody for Christmas every year. Because she
Take it
worked
right
at Blockbuster.
I mean, she probably did.
And she did, yeah. You see, then I worked for Blockbuster several years later. She's like, so you going to give everybody Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? No. Because you done already done it.
I think the most disappointed I've ever been on my birthday was, I think I was 9, and my mom let me get the It mini, the like 2-part long
Oh,
It,
yeah.
and watch
Yeah,
the
buddy.
first half of it, and because there was a slumber party, went and put the second half in. It was a Garth Brooks concert.
Oh,
That's scary.
Yeah.
Would have loved it.
That is the scariest
Wait.
thing.
I'm thinking of making a new soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
next year.
And the guy playing the clown is the.
Now are they doing it like they did with the original way, where he was like really flexible and did really stupid things, or are they just doing it?
Oh no, they're
Or-
making him a teenage clown, so he
Oh.
can relate to the kids.
Yeah.
Really?
It's supposed to take place in the 80s. You know, instead of like what 60s was it?
Yeah, the whole movie is just for those people who have read the books. It's the first half of the story, because in the story, it's a double layer kind of piece where you've got them as children when they first meet and they think they destroyed Pennywise, and then there's the adult level where they come back and find out, crap, we really didn't destroy Pennywise.
And they had forgotten about Pennywise in the years, except the librarian who stuck around.
Yeah. And so it probably that might come up later on if they get a sequel.
Yeah.
Okay, are they doing all of it? Because there are some really inappropriate parts in that book.
Yeah, there are some parts in there that
Nowadays, they probably will. All I have to say is my sausage party.
yeah.
I don't know. There are some really Stephen King had to. He was on drugs.
Yeah. There are a couple things in there that are
I'm gonna
dark
skip
beyond
these pages.
Yeah, like the bullies. One of them is a budding serial killer because they do this whole side tangent where it talks about when he was 3 or 4, he murdered his baby brother because he's like, you know what, I don't like this whole having to share everything thing. I can't sleep, and so he
The Good Son.
smothered him. Yeah.
You guys know that movie?
I've seen The Good Son, Macaulay Culkin, Elijah Wood.
My mom loved that movie.
Your mom was weird.
Yeah, my mom liked weird movies.
That's where you get it from.
Yes.
Let's move on to something a little less intimidating because I'm going to be up all night thinking about it.
Actually.
Fine.
All right.
Although something even more intimidating.
He is intimidating. And I have to say, Christmas has come early. Sweet Christmas. Luke Cage.
Back to Marvel.
Yes. Yes. I am so excited about this.
Yeah. We have not seen it, but
Yes. Okay. Well,
Watch Jessica Jones.
yes.
yeah, Luke Cage actually is dropping tonight or tomorrow morning, whatever you consider, is dropping tonight on Netflix. And they're, of course, they released the whole entire series, so I'll be binge watching it.
So we'll lose you for at least a week?
No.
Hashtag you should be doing homework. Hashtag you should be writing.
Hashtag I got my homework done ahead of time. I can focus on editing. Editing. And also binge watch stuff. So I have, and of course work. You know, you have to work, pay bills, and all that fun stuff. But anyway.
Yeah, life.
Yeah. Anyway, Luke Cage is one of the first major black superheroes. Actually, I think Black Lightning was the first to get his own mainstream, but that's DC. We're on Marvel. Luke Cage.
Where did Black Lightning? What network was that on? I don't remember that.
Black Lightning. Black Lightning. They're actually working.
Luke Cage was one of the first comic book
black
superheroes.
Yeah. Mainstream along like Black Panther, and then also Black Lightning. I think Luke Cage is the only one that didn't have black in the front of his name.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of appreciated.
Yeah, it really is. And Marvel seems to, even though they came after, it's kind of like you learn.
So I imagine having the name Cage could be construed a little.
Yeah, they also call him Power Man. So yeah, they I know also in the cartoons like Ultimate Spider-Man, they called him Power Man, but he was a young teenager then. But anyway, he was falsely arrested for a crime, and they kind of were doing experiments on the people in jail, and so he got juiced up, and he has impenetrable skin, and that's pretty much his thing. He got super strength too.
And the actor, I mean, he's a
Yeah. You guys might have seen him in Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
And what else he played in, I don't know. All that matters now
he was in Judging Amy. I remember Judging Amy was a show from the 90s, and he played the court reporter, and it was kind of he was the.
They had a man that large play the court reporter.
He might have been that large then.
Okay.
The assistant or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but the cool thing about it is in the comics, Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, they get married, and they have a baby girl. I'm sorry, spoilers.
Well, that's super spoilers. Let's just run.
Well, that's from the comics.
Yes.
We know from Walking Dead.
Who knows what they're going to do with this one? Even though it looks like they're going in that direction. But
Jessica Jones I found a really odd. I liked the show, and not because of David Tennant, because it was the first time I saw that actress in something that I didn't want to punch her in the face the whole time.
Ooh.
Usually, Kristen Ritter, that's her name, right?
Kristen Ritter.
Kristen Ritter, when I see her, for some reason I have the uncontrollable urge just to turn of face.
Because she has resting bitch face.
Yeah, but that's not why.
Maybe it's because through the writing and through the story of the character, she was punched in the face.
Maybe
Yeah.
she came pre-punched in the face.
Yeah.
That might be why.
Yeah, they're like
Although
she was a
Tennant was a badass.
Yeah, she was a broken woman.
Tennant was scary in a way that I found uncomfortable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and that's because he's essentially the superhero version of a
Super villain.
molester. Yeah.
Super villain
Yes.
version. Yeah. Super.
Well,
Yes.
the Fed has announced that Tony Isabella is the official creator of the original Black Lightning comic book.
Yes, this is true. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is very true. Yeah, and what's called out? Never mind. I'm gonna keep that low key for now.
Low key.
About Black Lightning, I could go on about Black Lightning. But yeah, Luke Cage.
So-
I'm here to talk about Luke Cage right now.
So is Luke Cage in your top 5 favorite Marvel characters?
No.
I know we know Ghost Rider's probably number 1 for you.
No. It actually goes. Okay, I had different categories. Overall superheroes, I like moral characters, so it's going to go Superman, Spider-Man, Captain America. Then of
Yeah,
course
Hydra.
I like Daredevil.
Get out.
Whoa!
What did he say?
He said, "Yeah."
What did he yuck?
Daredevil. Yeah, but you can agree with that.
You're telling me you love that Ben Affleck film.
I was talking
It's a low blow.
Get out.
Body blow. Body blow.
You're gonna tell me to get out for saying Hail Hydra. Get out for that Ben Affleck.
I was talking about comic book, in the comic book world. What's called and then of course, Black Lightning.
Okay.
Because, and then on top of that, I have like the first and second issue.
Do you really? Very cool.
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
So yeah, it was a gift from my friend.
That's a good friend.
Yeah.
And the last one to know is Wonder Woman on your list. It's moral character, but that's DC.
She's moral. Actually, I have a funny story about Wonder Woman. My friend had the audacity to tell somebody, I don't know if this is true, you can correct me on it, that if you stand like Wonder Woman for 2 minutes, they said it builds confidence.
It's very possible, actually.
I
Because
don't know if anybody knows that.
here we go, says.
often
So
acting like something,
Mhm.
you begin to take on the mannerisms of it.
Interesting.
That's not
Morgan
totally...
Well, I just banned Adolf Hitler from our group.
Well, that's awkward.
Our chop with her.
A person
our
named
chat
Adolf
room.
Hitler.
Yeah,
Well, that's awkward.
a little bit.
I mean,
What do they
diffuse.
say?
I read Mein Kampf. I have it at my house.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
That's awesome. I've never
Yeah, I
anyone
actually do.
other than one of my company commanders who had Mein Kampf sitting on
Yeah,
his shelf.
I read it just to stay mad. No.
I don't read it to stay mad.
No. No, it's actually, I read it because I like to know other people's thinking and where they're coming from and their viewpoints. So,
I've seen
Everybody has to-
Triumph of the Will. I don't need to read Mein Kampf.
You've seen all of Triumph of the Will?
I've seen all that Dr. Hale showed, which is enough.
She showed Power Shot, Regular Shot, or
She streamed pretty much the whole thing in our
did she?
Holocaust class. Yeah. Not just the Power Shot, Regular Shot, Power Shot, Regular
he's
Shot.
doing it.
She showed us the whole dang thing.
I don't remember. I have not seen
You
the
feel
whole thing.
confident?
I have
I feel
seen the whole
tired.
thing.
Okay,
I took the Holocaust class at a different time than you, didn't I?
maybe.
Maybe.
All right, back on track. Wow.
Okay.
No, yeah. No, actually, that's pretty much it. I guess regular show.
Okay.
Yeah, the Wonder Woman pose actually kind of does.
No, it makes you tired.
So Luke Cage,
Well, you're too.
are they doing that as a spin-off of Jessica Jones, or are they writing it as a
He's,
straight off?
he's actually part of the Defenders, which they're actually put out like teaser trailers of the Defenders of lately.
Okay.
And he's really close friends with Iron Fist. And they're planning on doing an Iron Fist.
I'm
Okay.
assuming Defenders include Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist.
Yeah. And,
Anybody I'm missing?
no, not really.
Yes.
There's like Tigress, but they haven't really. There's like others like down the line. So I suppose like somebody out there might know more about that. But yeah, Iron Fist and Luke Cage, they're like kind of going their own little thing, like Heroes for Hire.
Minion had a topic he wanted to discuss.
Well, real quick,
but
there's a question from our fan
Sure,
group
what
over
do we do
here.
for you?
This is for Morgan.
Let's do this.
All right. Do you think Affleck is better as Daredevil or as Batman?
I liked him better as Batman.
Why?
Trying to do the Daredevil blindness thing, I don't think he did enough research in doing blindness. So trying to portray I'm blind, but I still have those super skills, kind of made him seem like he was peeking underneath the bandana.
I think he was an excellent Bruce Wayne.
I thought he was an outstanding Bruce Wayne.
I think he's going to do really good because he's writing the Batman film, and every single movie that he wrote and starred in has blown people's minds.
He's an excellent writer. I'll totally
Argo,
agree.
Gone Girl,
Haven't
Called
seen-
The Town.
I have seen
Argo.
Argo. I did not know he wrote that.
Yeah, he wrote
I
it.
didn't know he wrote that.
He wrote
I don't know if I've seen Argo or not.
and directed.
Argo is about a group. They decide that they need to get a bunch of people out of Middle East. I can't remember. I want to say it's like Saudi Arabia or somewhere. I'm probably screwing up
So
whatever.
were they going to do a fake film?
They do a fake film
I haven't
crew.
seen it.
Yes, I've seen it.
I've heard of it, but have not seen it.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Jack's online.
Good. Hey,
We need to talk about regular show. Has anybody seen regular show? Or is it just me and the David here, the minion?
Just
I've
Minion-
seen regular show. I
Minion-
watched
Awesome.
it. Yeah.
Have you seen any of the new episodes that just came out in the last couple days?
Yesterday.
I have not.
Well, they're in space. If you have watched anything of the regular show, it's just about two kids who are lazy as get out and work at a park. They're very adult. They don't go to college or anything. They just work at a park.
Let's go.
And it's just it's way deeper than that. I oversimplified the crap out of it.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you
All
know
right, here.
that.
All right.
But it's
David sucks at simplifying. How can you describe the show?
Really? Wow. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Fine.
I love you, Minion,
Ouch.
but you do.
Okay,
Ouch.
I'd say it's a mind trip.
Steven Universe. That's all I gotta say, man. You
Okay.
Yeah.
That's hard
Yeah.
to
Don't hurt
explain.
me, I'm
That's
scared.
hard to
you
do.
described Steven Universe as rocks having sex. Let's say it.
Oh. And he remembers.
Those weren't the phrases he used, but that's how it sounded.
all right. So basically, it's a show about these people who are lazy. But at the last part of the last season, they did an epic, almost pretty much a movie where they did this whole. They go into space and there's time travel. There's things. This whole epic movie, and I guess it got super popular. And this is where I said that it's completely jumping the shark because they decided they liked it in space. Let's put it in space.
They watched it because it was the end.
Yeah, it's just they're like, oh, they really like it, so we're gonna go ahead and have it and move it on. And they literally put the entire park into a spaceship and shot it into space.
No. Okay, it's a little bit more complicated than that.
More complicated.
Thank you.
No.
This sounds like the movie you described was a series closer.
Yeah.
They were trying to
Yeah.
finish it.
Well, because
Sorry.
so they had a more mortal enemy, and he was basically it was a big baby.
That was not what I thought you were going to say when you were going bit. I thought you were going to call him a bit.
No, it was a big baby, and of course they've always had a war with him, and he finally returned, and so there was a big time war, and then one of his teachers, one of their old math teachers, finally got a hand on a time travel machine, and he's ruling the world and all that. So they're trying to go back and fix it. And it's just weird. But the way
Jack says he loves the show, so we're
Yeah.
definitely playing to our audience right now.
No. There is something that is weird about this one. Okay, so it wasn't just one park that they got shut. So it's a little spaceship that collects lots of parks around the Earth.
It's a little spaceship that collects lots of parks around the Earth.
A lot of
Now,
parks.
I know how large
Parks.
Yes, I know how large parks are.
Yes, they basically have a little domes for every park, and they shut them out of space. And now they're
That's
all
a
living.
big spaceship.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
I
They
think
call it little. That's what they're just like. It's a little spaceship. It's pretty big, but it's really weird because they actually I don't know what was going on because yesterday was supposed to be the first episode, and they went to episode 4 and 5, and everybody's like, "What?"
It wouldn't be the first time that that's ever happened
Cartoons
where they
do that
didn't
a lot.
start from the first episode. Yeah. But regular show, a lot of times their shows don't necessarily go in any kind of time order. A lot of their shows don't seem to.
I kind of like that because like it leaves it open for more creativity, psychotic creativity.
Mm-hmm.
So do we want to move on?
Creativity all the same.
It's just weird.
Oh,
Weird.
not all shows
turn.
are shown in any particular order.
It just has a lot.
If you think about it, when we did Rainbow Bright, the first 2 episodes that we watched for our review portion were not the first 2 episodes aired. Those were actually like the 4th and 5th episode.
They did that with.
And those were aired after the movie was filmed
Mhm.
and put out. So that could be considered like the 6th and 7th if you consider the film in 2
Firefly
parts.
as well.
Firefly, the pilot, was not the first one to air.
Dad.
The pilot was actually aired last.
Do you watch Rainbow?
The intended pilot,
Mhm.
anyway.
Okay.
The first one to air was the second film. Was the second one shot.
Yeah. Let's move on to Speechless.
Speechless.
I'm
All right.
aware of what I think the concept is, but I totally could be wrong.
Let me write you the plot real quick. I have the Wikipedia description of the plot pulled up so I can correctly describe it for you guys. Okay? It's starring Minnie Driver.
I knew that.
Okay? John Ross Bowie, Cedric Yarbo, Mason Cook, Micah Fowler, and Kyla Kennedy.
I don't know any of those names other than Minnie Driver.
Minnie Driver. Cedric Yarbrough, if I'm not mistaken, is the black character who was in Reno 911. He played the black guy in Reno 911. Did you guys watch Reno 911? Did you?
I have not.
Okay. It's one of the cops in Reno 911. He's really funny. He now plays one of the major characters in this show now. And that's Cedric Yarbrough. Long story short, the series follows the Dimeo family and their own unique personality. A take-charge mother with an outlandish but no-holds-barred attitude, a husband who seems to be smarter than he thinks, a no-nonsense athletic daughter, a middle child who's the brains in the family, and their teenage son with cerebral palsy. The family are about to bring all of that from a middle-class neighborhood they despise because of the location itself is a more upscale town in an effort to improve their way of life with imperfect results. Long story short, it's a comedy show where the kid with cerebral palsy has a huge attitude. Okay, and
Not
he sits in a
uncommon.
chair. He's paraplegic, so he doesn't really move his hands very much. He can move it a little bit with a cerebral palsy, but so he has a laser attached to his head, and he has a board, and he can look at the board and spell out what to say. So members of the family or hired help will actually say what he's saying, which actually proves to a lot of hilarity because he's a smartass. He's trying to say smartass things, so sometimes the person interpreting doesn't even want to say what he wants to say because it's so outlandish or rude or whatever, and it actually provides to be a lot of
So
hilarity.
you've seen the first episode?
Yes, I've seen the first episode.
Okay.
The first person who was reading for the guy with cerebral palsy did not want to read all the rude, outlandish stuff. But now the comedian, the black character in the movie, who's kind of the odd man outside of the family who's coming in now, is also a very rude and outlandish character, so they connect really well.
Okay.
Okay?
It's best to, if you're gonna have a full-time, I guess this is a full-time
Mhm.
respite/assistant for your child.
Mhm.
It's best to have somebody who connects well with the kid.
Yeah. So one of the really funny jokes in that is the mother character sees a couple high school kids who seem to be laughing at the kid with cerebral palsy, and he's like, "Oh, you know, he may be having problems with his hands, but he's all up here real good." And then the character, hold your finger out like this for
It's
the
in the
screen,
commercials.
right, like this, and he says, "He just gave you the finger. We're working on it."
That's in the commercial.
That's in the commercial. It's a really funny joke. Worked really well in the thing. And that plot that I just showed you did not really explain how crazy the mother is. She has been banned now from all these schools because how crazy she is. She's getting written up. She's infamous around the town. Cops won't even pull her over because they don't want to deal with her, kind of thing. And they make that a few points at the time. And I haven't laughed that much in a show like that in quite a while. And the way I can relate to it because of Joshua and stuff, and some of the issues that I've had with kids with stuff, I just relate to it a lot, and it's hilarious.
So, well, I looked
Because
up
Josh
Reno
has GP.
911. I remember the show. My aunt used to watch it. I wasn't allowed to. I was just a kid. This guy, but I saw the guy was he did some voice acting and for I don't know who he did a voice for, but Justice League Crisis on Tour. Interesting.
Okay, so do we move on?
What do you guys think of that plot, though? That thought
Interesting.
for a show?
I'd have to see where it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Watch episode 1, if anything. Just watch some of those jokes. One of the jokes, though, that was really good was they're going to an inclusive school. Okay? So they're making policies to help them become more inclusive. So the lady who's in charge says, we're so inclusive. We used to be the Vikings. Masculinity and sexual aggression. But no longer. We're now the sea slugs. Because they have both the male and the female genitalia.
I have a question for the audience. I have a question for the audience. Does anybody watch Gotham or keep up with it?
Gotham.
We'll find out in a bit. We'll come back to
I
it.
could the first episode just I felt dispassionate about it.
I thought the kid that played as the Joker was amazing, and I'm trying to catch up on all.
That
the
kid
episodes.
played the Joker.
Yeah, like
Because he
a
has to be about
Joker
the same
type.
age as Batman.
He plays a Joker type, and they killed him all. They shouldn't have done it. This kid was really good, and he really pulled it off. Hey, you actually, what did he star in? I want to say, I gotta look it up. I'm gonna look it up, and then I guess you guys can go on.
I'll take this moment to talk about our Patreon site, our Patreon page. Patreon.com/Land of Nerds.
Patreon.
It's a place where you can support our wonderful little company,
We're not going to talk about it?
our wonderful little streaming and all that. You can
Not one of those.
donate money monthly and help us help us pay for the broadband, pay for our skits, our videos.
We're hoping to do a skit soon.
We just got finished filming a sketch about Rainbow Bright. It's going to take some editing, and we did the review of it.
I like my still. It's awesome.
Our production stills are going to be going up on our Patreon page soon, once they're done being edited.
I think it's awesome.
That's fun.
What time is it?
It is just about 8:30.
So we're pretty much got time just left for Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts!
Every
Oh,
week we try to do a crazy taste testing.
And I was originally not going to grab anything because I was rushed all week. But I was at the store and I walked by and went, wait, what? Okay, so the 2 flavors that we have for you tonight are Orange Crush and A&W Root Beer. So what do we want to sample first?
I will bow out of root beer because I do not like it.
I'd rather try root beer first because if it tastes really bad, I can go to Crush. Maybe it'll taste better.
Sounds
I'm not taking
very.
root beer, but I'll let everybody else have it.
Pass.
Come on, everybody's got to do one.
While we're waiting, Daniel Hawk would like us to mention that right now he is hosting a post-apocalyptic die-cast competition to make your own die-cast.
That
thing.
sounds hard.
It's
Josh
you're supposed
had
to
it coming.
have it finished by October 35th, October
One of those, Josh
31st,
and Adam. We're starting
on
with
the Jolly Roger Diecast Facebook page.
Wait.
Thank you.
going
So
with
go to
root beer,
Facebook.com/groups/Jolly Roger Customs
Yes.
to check it out.
Do you like it?
Yes. Anything.
Are we
with
tasting
beer.
it?
Oh, we're
1, 2, and 3. Somebody's already having it in the mouth.
No.
I don't like root beer, so
I was with him.
You want it? No.
Finish it.
I don't want this. Ugh.
Well, don't waste it.
Go on to anybody. Any
We gave you a
takers?
little one for a
You
reason.
mighty.
Finish it.
Yes.
No.
And I don't want it.
we got an extra one if you want it.
Here, Adam. Adam's like, I'll take it. Here you go.
You like it, Adam?
It's strange because to me it actually does have that like bubbly taste.
Oh, I don't want bubble taste in my Pop Tart.
It's.
Wait, Josh.
I mean, it
It tastes like a root beer barrel with frosting on it.
does.
There's no more left. There's only the orange, but we're not doing
Not
that.
You
yet.
want to do the orange
yet.
next?
Now wait.
yet.
Out of the camera. Stand over there.
In front of the camera.
And what is the orange one?
Stand over there.
Orange Crush.
Like a dreamsicle.
Oh, orangey pop.
All right, let's do this orange pop.
Alright, what is it, guys?
It does taste like a root beer barrel.
Has anybody seen the new Exorcist TV show?
No.
Nope, nobody's seen it.
No,
Who's asking,
no.
Mike?
But he has seen Gotham. He does watch it.
Oh, he does.
Wait,
Yeah.
Josh.
What did you
Adam.
think of it?
One for
What does the Michael Pett think of it?
Okay, one for Dad and one for Adam.
He likes David Mazu as the Bruce
Give one to
Wayne
Dad.
character.
Give it to Dad. No one eat those yet.
Yeah, because he is a really good. I like the way
He's a
they
murderer,
captured him as a kid. Because they do have like little side off stories where he's a kid, especially like in the Court of the Owls,
Almost about to eat your Pop Tart.
and he's trying to find out what happened to his parents. You
Morgan's
know,
already eating it.
and
Don't
found
tell
out
my
that
dog with your
they were
Pop-Tart.
part of
Let's
secret
go ahead and
society.
Alright.
And
Ow.
it really showed how he really is, a master sleuth, master of, just solving crimes and solving mysteries and just in that general. Everybody
Wow,
starts
this tastes
somewhere.
really fake. It tastes like they tried way
Tastes
too
like
hard.
Fig Newton. A little bit.
No. I can taste the bubbles in this.
It tastes really fake.
I eat Pop Tarts almost every single day.
Orange.
It tastes like those little fake orange candies that grandmas give out on Halloween.
Oh
You
yeah.
know the ones I'm talking about? The little
Mhm.
sugary ones that are like
Yeah.
gummy.
Yep.
They
Yes,
taste like.
gummy oranges.
Yeah.
To me, it kind of tastes like how orange cleaners smells.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
God.
hate it.
That's
Terrible.
That's what I'm looking for. Yes. What's that stuff my aunt cleaned before?
Anything else?
Fabuloso.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had a friend in Texas who was allergic to citrus, but his wife just loved cleaning with orange cleaner.
Oh.
Real simple orange or something like that.
Well, the good news is that our YouTube chat room right now is blowing up with discussion about Gotham.
Yeah.
They're talking about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch
Hey,
up on it.
any discussion that you want to
Hey,
have?
I'm a DC man, so yeah, I have
Yeah.
to watch the show. It's necessary.
Jaren is our resident DC fan.
Yeah.
So when we do bring up Marvel, it's when he brings up Marvel and wants to bring up Marvel,
I
it's kind
know
of rare.
about it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've been reading some Marvel lately because I've got connections and I've been reading the Captain America storyline. It's funny that even when he's Hydra, he's still freaking Captain America. He's still hunting Hydra.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, well, she's gonna be back in the past like Captain America.
Jack says he's the resident Marvel fan.
Oh, we'll accept you.
that
Who made the comment about Wonder Woman?
was Daniel Hawk. He's in Virginia.
Okay, is he still
Good
there?
friend. Yeah, he's still there.
Daniel Hawk. I really believe that Wonder Woman is going to be the game changer for the DC fan films.
Ew.
For the DC film.
He was
period.
asking about that earlier. We just hadn't got a chance to answer that question.
Yeah,
I
I
think
was
this-
talking about that.
I
Yeah.
think standing in a Wonder Woman pose actually does increase confidence, and I find myself doing it on a regular basis. Standing.
Well, it is a very strong pose. Your feet are securely planted. Your hips are aligned with the floor. Your back is straight.
Your chest is out.
Yeah, your chest is out. Therefore, your rib cage
It's
is
almost
open.
like
Marching.
It's almost like parade rest, only with your hands on your hips instead of behind your back.
Yeah, so your lungs have full capacity. It's a very powerful pose because
Daniel
of
Hawk agrees
how
with you.
aligned your body is.
Just tell me the Martian kids do that.
Bye, Zack Snyder. Bye.
I am excited about the Wonder Woman film more so than I was about the
really
Batman.
am.
Yes.
When she showed, she saved. No, she saved. She gave a little bit of hope for me for the whole entire Dawn of Justice films, because when I heard that music come in and Wonder Woman showed, and she was laughing while fighting, I was like, ah! I was like the only one in the theater, but.
Saw an article this week from on Facebook, and I don't know how old it was, but the current, I guess, comic runner of Wonder Woman has actually said, yeah, Wonder Woman is a gay woman, if you think about it, or queer, actually. Because if you think about it, the society she grew up in, all women.
Yeah.
It would be natural for them to all be into women.
Yeah.
You know?
And then but I think it was like a game show for her when she
Meeting men,
yeah,
meeting a man isn't necessarily running off at chasing a man because it's something different. It's more of a.
What is that?
Hey, Jack Snyder's better than you give him credit for, according to Jack.
Okay.
Jack Snyder.
I want to hear. I want to hear the reasoning.
Well, of course, Jack would think that. His name is Jack.
I want to hear the
I thought it
reasoning.
was Zack Snyder, not Jack Snyder.
Yeah,
I want to hear the reasoning.
he's right.
Ow.
Zach.
Yeah, I want to hear this. I want to hear the reasoning. Always hear people out.
There are cheesy puns on the back of these Pop-Tart boxes.
Yeah,
Read a cheesy pun.
Oh, I want to read it. I want to read it.
You want to read the root beer one?
I can't read it.
You need the image.
There's a Pop-Tart in a glass. It says I've been mugged.
By the way, can I take one of those home?
Yeah, go
Take
ahead.
them all.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
He's excited!
Oh, Luke Cage
Wait, is that
and
orange?
Pop-Tarts. After I write the script.
If it's section of the orange.
Zach,
The tuba section wants the orange.
Jack says it's going to be too hard to write out his entire
You
why
want the orange?
Zach is awesome
You want the
into
orange
the
one?
YouTube chat.
Sorry, Martin.
But it's
Okay, I'll help you
donate
out.
to the foundation.
Maybe you'll agree with
Oh,
me more time.
did anybody ever
They can
watch?
make more tuba
Hey,
sticks.
before we let him go, did anybody ever watch Red Dwarf back in the
No.
80s? One, okay. It's back with new episodes now on BBC.
But it's still Sherlock.
Same cast?
Same cast?
Probably not.
Okay,
I don't know.
For Jack, Watchmen, I'll give credit for. I think he's good at not carrying a
like
whole
Watchmen.
entire universe where all the characters and everything needs to match up and come together.
Does Minion want to take
And
some
then
film?
also, I'll give
Yeah,
him credit for. You might hate me for it, but what was the movie with the
I thought you
girl
said you hated
that
these
she
Pop-Tarts.
was
No, it's root beer.
part of like she was a prostitute? What was the name of the movie? The girl was a prostitute. She was a blonde hair. Zack Snyder movie. And she was like in some like mystic. She like fight a dragon and she was like in a mental ward.
She wasn't a prostitute.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker
Yeah,
Punch.
she wasn't
Jack
a
said
prostitute.
yes.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
I absolutely I
Yeah, you
liked it.
confused me when you said prostitute. I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
she
no,
was not a prostitute. They said she was because
It was all in her head, and that's what I liked. I liked about the fact that it was all in her head.
That film was
True.
very orange.
At 300. Oh, let's not forget
Orange.
300. That was really good. I thought.
All right.
That film was too graphic for me. I
We
couldn't
are
handle
now
that.
10 minutes past the watching time. Have we mentioned Patreon yet?
I
Yeah,
did
we already
mention
mentioned
Patreon.
Patreon. Where were you?
We're 10 minutes past our watching time, but if you remember, the first 10 minutes of our watching was all screwed up for visual.
no, it
An audio
was
Hello?
it was a callback to the old days of silent films.
Yes.
Well, viewers, I had a pleasant time chatting with you people. It was good to hear from Daniel and from Bonnie and from Tim and Rachel and
Nice
from
talking to you guys.
Jack. We miss you.
Oh,
Yeah, Jack, we're supposed to see you Saturday, aren't we?
oh, he better. We worked on our characters for weeks and weeks and weeks.
And the tuba section. We love the tubas, even if you did leave holes in your line. I noticed.
We noticed.
And Jack, what you sent me, this better not be a virus.
And Jack,
Don't worry,
who
it's not about your
likes
shit.
sending dirty pictures to Just Jay.
Dirty pictures. It's horses in the mud. Dirty.
And tall horses, they call giraffes.
Did
No, you got it.
you see a giraffe, man? Those are just tall horses.
Exactly.
I have a student that wants to become a panda.
All right. Cool. We'll talk soon.
Actually, being a man.
Now, if you do it fast, you got Candy Express.
We'll see you next Thursday.
What happened?
Oh, just so you know,
Ow.
Mike Fett is challenging us to watch hunts for wilderness people. Did we hear that?
No.
I'm gonna look it up. I'll look it up, Michael. I don't know about the whole group.
Is this
We're
Fair
not gonna
enough.
watch
I appreciate
yoga
it, guys.
hoses,
We're gonna let you go.
sound like
You
a
find me
British
yoga hosers, we'll watch
Aborigines?
it. I gotta find a copy of Yoga Hoser somewhere.
Are we still
You'd get a
streaming?
kick out of
We're
Yoga
still
Hosers.
streaming. I'm about to.
Well-
Get a kick out of Yoga Hosers.
Until next week, guys. Same nerd time.
7:30 Thursday.
7:30 Thursdays. Same nerd channel.
Mountain, Arizona time.
LandofNerds.com. Sorry, YouTube.com/LandofNerds.
Good night, sweetheart, but it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart, but it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, good night, sweetheart, good night.
Five.
Well, it's 3.